The award for 2012 Best Female Comedian goes to Felicity Ethnic.
And the winner of the Best Mainstream on the mainstream circuit is Mr. Nathan Canton.
Okay, so Best Comedy Moment. Recipient is Slim.
Best Male Comic goes to Slim!
How much parents we got in here? It does, especially with boys, because boys are alright when they're young, but even mums now, they get to a certain age, yeah, grow little feathers here, they think they're big man. You seen it? You know what I mean? And they do it to the mum, they always muck about with the mum and play the mums up. But then one day, your son, believe me, your son will grow up one day, wake up for some reason and think, I wonder if my dad's a pussy. They do, they challenge you. You'll get your son challenging you. Women, you lot are like, you know, with kids, you're good mums, but this is, you make the kid whine you till you snap, yeah? You ever seen this? Yeah? Don't do that, stop it, leave it alone, put it down, you lot stop arguing until she snaps. Then she, you lot, sit down, you bastards! Look what you made me do, look what you made me do.
Okay, the Black Comedy War started about just over 10, 12 years ago, 1999, and they ran for about 6 years. And then to 1999 to 2006, and then there was another one in 2009. That's different people organising it. There hadn't been one for a few years. We as TIEMO Entertainment thought it's time we got Comedy Awards back on again and recognised. And so we just got on with it and organised it really. A lot of hard work's gone into it, as you can imagine, behind the scenes. Booking venues, booking comedians, just planning it.
Where there's no man, you're independent. You got these. Right, here we go.
What do our comedians have to do, the black comedians? What do they have to do to get to that high level?
I think it's twofold. It's about the commissioners for the big channels, the BBC, ITV, Channel 4, commissioning more black comedy and realise there's a lot of great black comedy talent out there. I see a lot of shows, mainstream shows, black comedy shows. There's a lot of great talent out there, and I think a lot of black comedians are worthy of TV panel shows and their own shows. There's a lot of great comedy out there. They're not getting those breaks. So that's one thing. It's not necessarily in their hands. And I think the second point is sometimes there's a need for black comedians to step out of the genre of doing what I would call black comedy just for black audiences, about being black, being African or Caribbean, and just do mainstream comedy, things that would appeal to everybody, as opposed to just doing it about your cultural origins. Because I think, for example, white comedians or English comedians will just go on and do what's funny, per se, without referring back to their racial origin. And I think maybe that's the next level that more black comedians need to go to.
You know what I mean? My wife, Jenny, turned around the other day. She goes, take me somewhere expensive. So I took her to the petrol station, because God damn it. Damn it, man. You see the price of petrol? It's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong.
Not me, because I've been brought up the old-fashioned way. So without any fear for my own safety, I jumped out of my car and I stuck the boot in. So at the end of the day, I don't care what you say. 2 against 1 isn't fair, is it? You know what I mean? That's right. I knocked one of the bitches spark out. You know, I'm sorry, no one speaks to my dad like that. I wasn't having it.
What is your words towards Black Comedy Awards?
I think there is a real opportunity for us to recognize talent within the black comedy industry. You look at the mainstream industry and you wonder where we are. You know, they have the UK British Comedy Awards, but, you know, hardly have any black comics in there. So it's good to be able to come and support this kind of awards.
Black people are not that much theatrical. They really don't go to shows like that. They are more musical.
Yeah.
How can we convert them from theatrical to from musical to theatrical?
I think the more they see Nigerian or African comics or Afro-Caribbean comics moving into the mainstream, if they can see them on TV, see their talent, I think that will happen. But I think, yeah, you're right. Music, but I think you could have musical comedy. Some of the things I've been thinking about is making fun about some of these Nigerian musicians that come into the UK, or the music and the slangs that we hear. For someone like me who's been away for so long, I can't understand some of the slangs, and you could adapt that into a comedy show. I think it can be done. It can be done.
Who are we speaking to?
You're speaking to President Obonjo of Laughter Republic, and I'm from Nigeria. Nice to meet you.
Everybody knows Banjo. So here, UK TV representing Nigeria.
Yes. Put your hands up. In the spotlight. They wanna know my name. Yes, side to side like this. Come on. They wanna know my name. Come on, let me see the energy. I know it seems strange. But now the industry. They wanna know. They wanna know my name. Yeah. They wanna know my name. Okay, we're about to take it. Now my sister accusing me of taking food up out of the fridge.
I'm one of the best young female comics. I'm the youngest comedian so far. I'm 20 years old.
Right. When people see you performing, what kind of things are they expecting to find you talking about?
With me, I'm totally different than other young black female comics, right? They talk mostly about men and, you know, the drama and the oh my gosh and the man cheating on me. I don't do that. I don't talk about men, I talk about pricks. See, you get it. Now, I talk about my own generation. Because I'm a 90s baby, it's hard to understand them, like what's in their minds. But what I do, I let the older people also smile as well, not just the younger. So I talk about all the wrong things, but make it funny as well. Like, you know, all the crimes and stuff that's going on, young mothers. I kind of like take a little mick out of them. See my generation, the hairstyles? Why is it that girls are shaving one side of their hair here and putting weave on this side? That is not right. And they try to say to me they got it from Rihanna. Now, my two little cousins, they got that same hairstyle, and they say, yeah, I got it from Rihanna, innit? This is me. You're stupid. Because it's not from Rihanna, it's an 80s style. You know, you're not a human league, right? Like, don't you want me, baby? You see, they post that love dog grit on tea. You see? And make matters worse, girls nowadays are putting Adidas and Nike here, right? They can't make up their mind. And different colour weave, looking like represent a flag that's unknown. Even Avatar don't have that flag. Why?
Me that be the first black woman to get a grind in at the pub.
A lot of people think that black comedy is not big. It's quite big, maybe in London. Maybe out of London it's not so big, but London now, a lot of the younger generations, they're starting their own comedy clubs, comedy nights on a Sunday, Saturday. So, but for myself, I just enjoy going out there and performing.
What would you like to see for the Black Comedy Awards?
I'd like to see it get big. I really would like to see it get big, like the Mobos or something like that. Something that is black run, but hopefully it sticks. Doesn't go too commercialised, because that's our thing. Not to sound racist, it's our thing. Yeah, leave it alone.
You know, the last time we saw anybody for the proper National Comedy Awards of colour, of hue, was 3 Non-Blondes, and that was 2 years ago, which is a travesty. It's a shame. You know what I mean? There's so many talented black comedians out there, and for them to not be recognised on a national, international level is a shame. So we need this right now, you know, to acknowledge.
What is needed for the success of these comedy awards? Because, I mean, they're good start right now, but what is needed? What do you think the organisers need to think about?
I guess right now, it's down to publicity. It's making me more people aware. People of not only just black comedians, but also just generic comedians.
A lot of the white comedians are doing very great gigs that are paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
How can the black comedian do the same type of gigs to their own communities?
Well, I mean, when it comes to money, there's just, you know, where is the money? Do you know what I mean? I hate to, we know where the money is. But actually, if you look at the regular mainstream circuit, forget about TV for a minute, you just look at regular comedy, the urban circuit actually pays more than the mainstream circuit, actually. You know what I mean? So, you know, so if you're doing a regular Saturday night gig in a Jongleurs, a mainstream club, that will pay less than if you're doing, you know, one of the urban gigs, actually. That's a fact. It's only when you get to the higher level, then, you know, you're talking TV and whatever, but, you know, there's a lot of comedians out there want that anyway, be they black, be they white, you know, so there are only a few spots for those anyway, you know.
We brought so many comics,
comedians, yeah.
as well as not just West Indian comics, but we brought the African comics. Do you get me? Because we've got this big African continent. We've got so much, you know, and it's just for us to know that. So.
What's the future? What is the future for Black Comedy Awards?
Our own TV station has got to be the future. It's all well and good that we're broadcasting on ITV and Channel 5, etc., and Sky and all that, but I think ultimately it has to reach a point where we get to our own, where we can brand it ourselves.
That is a good dream, and I hope it's coming soon.
So do I.
I'm going to tell you now, as a skinny guy, I don't like spiders. That don't sound manly, does it? I don't like spiders. It takes me about 2 weeks when I'm in Jamaica just to settle my nerves. I don't like spiders, but I know it's women you like calling us to deal with them. Some of us don't like them. You ever get that big man? You're in there, like you're a room, you hear screaming, Mrs. Screaming. You go in there, she's clutch up on something. Quick, get it, like it's a mouse. It's on the curtain, you know. She's standing on something. Get it. You ever do this? Take something to go and lick it. When you go to, no! What? Don't kill it. You ever get that? With the shoulders going, don't kill it.
They just concluded Black Comedy Awards, and it was excellent. It was a fantastic time to be out here tonight and to see the introduction of such a big show, because we've realized there's a lot of Black comedians coming up, but they need to be recognized by people like you. Laughter is a medicine to the heart, and if you're not laughing at this economic time, then things must be hard. But tell you what, Black Comedy Awards have just started what we want you viewers to do. Instead of just going and enjoying the music, come out to the theatres and enjoy the comic coming from your Black comedians, because most of the things they are talking about is things you can relate to.